All right, welcome back to 5. Got him. And we're doing a this or that. We're got no guest this week.
I am the guest.
Yeah.
How are you the guest?
I am the guest and I am the gospel.
Frenkie De Jong or Declan Rice?
Wait, why are you laughing?
What
do you mean, why am I laughing?
Who would you say?
Are you serious?
I'm asking you.
I'm gonna go home.
Who are you going to say?
I can't believe I sat on a train for 2 hours to come down here to ask questions like that.
I think that's a fair one.
Frenkie De Jong.
You take Frenkie De Jong, yeah?
Do you not?
Depends what team you want to take him to.
Exactly.
One that plays football?
Yeah, but it depends. If you're looking at maybe Barcelona, then maybe you do go for him. But if you've got more of a, I don't know, if you were Liverpool, I think Liverpool take Declan Rice before Frenkie De Jong.
Well, maybe actually, yeah, because when they've gone with ball players, I think it's dysfunctionalised them, if that's even a word.
So it's not that outlandish a question, that, is it?
Okay, no, but if you're just judging that player on ability, it's Frenkie De Jong.
Yeah, but they've got different abilities, I think.
They do, which is why I can tell Joel's wrong, because he's gone, they play midfield.
No. I think you look at them and you go, I always think Declan Rice and a better team, you're going to see a different Declan Rice. And until that day happens, I don't have too much to stand on.
All right, so in your team, Manchester United, who do you take?
In Manchester United?
Right now, this summer coming up, which one?
Declan Rice.
Yeah, I'd go Frenkie. I think Frenkie upgrades what we've got in Christian Eriksen, and you still got Casemiro doing Casemiro things.
I think that Declan Rice could play as an 8 for a period of time until Casemiro says thanks, goodbye.
I think you might get him to replace Casemiro, but right now you take De Jong and put him alongside Casemiro.
But this is what I'm saying. It's worth a question. Trent, Alexander-Arnold versus David Beckham. Crossing.
Just say everything. Just say everything about them. Beckham's a better right back than Trent.
No, he's not.
100% is.
He's not.
He's never leaving the back post. Like, do you know what? People was twisting up Van Disney for this weekend, right? About how he got absolutely twisted up. And it's completely absconded Trent from being nowhere near the guy that runs behind him. How about a glance? How about a check? Do you know what I mean? How about just have a look like that and see who's running behind you?
But we're not talking about that, though. We're not
Trent's
talking about his
crossing.
You can't just take...
We can.
All right, cool. Well, it's Beckham then.
Right.
All right, so
I think it's Beckham. Crossing on the run, I've never seen anything like it. The closest I've seen crossing on the run...
It's Trent.
No, Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, okay.
But Trent's passing... The other day, I watched him the other day. He's passing with his left foot. It's like he's in a training match and just checking things out. Have I got it? Have I got the range on my left foot? He's crossing the pitch with the ball 50, 60 yards on his left foot like it's nothing. It's like a golf swing.
Yeah.
He's passing. Some of the stuff he does with the ball is ridiculous. It is Beckham-esque.
Some of his defenders are ridiculous as well.
No, but we're not talking about his defending though, Steve.
But crossing, I would say Bex is the best I've ever seen, and the best. I can't see anybody going past Bex.
Fair enough.
For the kids that didn't see David Beckham, right?
Go on YouTube right now.
Right? David Beckham is a laser-guided missile, and Trent is carpet bombing, and hope one of them hits the target.
No.
I think you're being harsh on his passing ability here.
Crossing.
Have
you seen? He hates Liverpool that much. He probably doesn't even watch Liverpool.
No, he
That's
knows.
the problem.
He knows. He just finds it hard
highlights.
to give him credit.
I watched to see who made mistakes. That's what I watched.
Well, there you go.
And we watched
We're not talking
Van Dijk
about
get twisted up this weekend,
defensive.
and no one picked up on how Trent was just away with the ferries, jogging again, facing his own goal.
No, I saw some of it. I mean, I see him giving the ball away in funny positions and that, but I think the whole of Liverpool...
He nearly had an assist for them this weekend.
It was mad. But anyway, let's not... You'd have
hit him with a chair WWE style. Just come steaming off the top turnbuckle. Bosh, have one of them.
Rio, free kicks, Ward-Prowse or Juninho?
Which Juninho?
Brazilian Juninho at Lyon.
Well, they're both Brazilian.
Lyon.
That one.
Yeah, Juninho Pernambucano.
It's got to be him, innit?
It's that one.
It's got to be him.
Just the shape he used to put on the ball, the way the ball used to move, and you see the reaction of the players either in the wall or the keeper used to be like...
Madness.
And
sometimes with power as well.
Shout out to Ward-Prowse for even being in the conversation for this, because and also shout out to Beckham for still being the leading guy in the Premier League for free kicks, and he spent 10 years of his career not in the Premier League.
I thought we'd get back to Man United somehow.
Wow.
No problem, don't worry about it.
It's mad.
We're talking about Real Madrid AC Milan player here.
All right, Rio, this one I'm actually interested in hearing your opinion. Prime Pirlo or Prime Modric?
So the brackets there says who's more pivotal to their team.
Yeah.
What is the Prime Pirlo though? Is it the Juventus one or the AC Milan?
AC Milan.
I say AC.
I don't know.
Yes, I think
even the Euros that year when they beat us, England. He was unplayable.
Yeah.
Prime Modric, I think you can't look past him because when you're talking about the best midfielders
and more pivotal to Croatia
ever, or best midfielders of this generation, and you've got Iniesta, Xavi, Pirlo doesn't really come into that conversation. He doesn't. As good as he is, and I think he's great. Don't get me wrong. I think he's just under that level. Xavi, Iniesta, Modric.
That being the caveat, who's more pivotal to their team? This Croatia team does nothing without
him.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but
so would you put Pirlo on there?
No,
level?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
As much as I love him,
I would. It's because I love Pirlo so much that I just think, to say that in a conversation sounds a bit mad, and he's beneath their level.
Yeah, but you're talking the levels. The level's a bit of a joke.
You know what? It's massive.
Not a bad level to be under that.
It's not. And do you know why it's massive? Because if you look at the first part of Modric's career, you would have never thought he would have achieved what he's done. I mean, honestly,
every player he played with at Spurs has never said, "I didn't think he could do that."
Yeah, Pirlo's career started a bit similar though. He was bobbing around at some of the smaller clubs first. He aged like a good wine. Like.
Yeah, he did, but it weren't Spurs, was it?
I tell you what, he looks better.
Yeah,
Pirlo, Jesus,
look classy,
he looks
innit?
so smooth, man. When you see him even now at like events with UEFA and FIFA and that, he's just so smooth.
People say that about you, though.
I know. I don't like talking about it. I don't like talking about it.
All right, next one. Let's roll through. Bale's UEFA Champions League final, bicycle kick, or Ronaldo's one versus Juve?
I think Ronaldo's one was better looking, but the magnitude of the game that Bale in the final has to take it for that reason.
I'm going for Bale's one as well.
That's some Roy the Rover shit, that, isn't it? Overhead kick in a Champions League final.
Madness.
That's why no Real Madrid fans should have anything but positives to say about Bale.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Real Madrid fans in it.
They don't care. Robben versus Ribery. Who was more important to the Bayern team?
I think Ribery.
I agree.
But there ain't anything. We're splitting hairs here. Robben,
imagine having both of them.
Can I say something? You know Robben?
Yeah.
You know there's some players, that have their star trick. There's like a 5-star trick you get on FIFA, and his one was to come inside and shoot with his left foot, right? Mm-hmm. Every person on this planet knew it. Beryl, who didn't even watch football, knew it. The Robben was going to cut in on his left foot, but no one could stop it.
Yeah.
There's not many people who've got a skill like that.
When we played him in the Champions League and they put
he scored.
us out, yeah, right. What was the pre-match briefing about him like?
Show him the line.
And what happened?
He comes inside and shoots with his left foot.
How frustrating is that then?
Oh, mate. But it's just like you sometimes this is what as defenders you end up trying to get yourself out of the mud with, and you go, you've got to just applaud him because he's great. And that's what he is.
Because he's doing stuff, isn't he? And then he's doing stuff that everyone knows you're about to do and still doing it and still not being able to stop
and
it.
Ribery didn't really have that signature trick but could go past anyone.
Yeah.
And I think he had the personality as well. He was a bit different. There was something about him that I think gave him the edge.
A little bit more aggressive.
A bit hard. Yeah. I'm going with Robben anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Let us know what you think in the comments. Prime Sergio Ramos and Varane, or prime Pique or Carlos Puyol.
That's a hard one.
It's mad, isn't it?
If you're gonna go on just like pure,
they're so similar.
I'd go Ramos and Varane. Pure ability and pure just like them two. But what Puyol and Pique meant to their team was more.
I'll go for that.
Pep Guardiola said to me, mad comment this, I didn't expect to read this. I said, Pique, when he was at United, I didn't expect him to go and do what... No one could have said he was going to go back to Barcelona and do what he's done with you guys. And the importance of Pique in our team to take the ball as the first pass, can't underestimate that.
Wow.
He is like the how they start a lot of them, it comes through him. His ability to take the ball under mad pressure. He's one of probably the first defender in that generation of football where we saw it evolve into ball playing centre backs purely.
I think you said he was like the missing piece or the missing jigsaw or something like that. With the term.
Yeah, I think he was. They was playing Yaya Toure back there at times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When did Puyol retire?
Not sure.
Remember.
Because he wasn't part of the big success of multiple Champions Leagues, I don't think. But he played against us in 2008.
He played right back against us, didn't he?
I think he was gone by then, yeah. Wow. I'm pretty sure he was gone by then because...
I'm going Ramos and Varane because the Champions Leagues that they won together, wow. And they were a good partnership, formidable partnership. And the goals that Ramos scored, wow.
I think Ramos was carrying him.
I'm going to go Ramos Varane because I would love to see Ramos in a United shirt. What a player.
All right, next
What
one.
a goal scorer, by the way.
Let's roll through.
Would Ramos have improved mine and Vida's partnership? I dropped out and Ramos comes in.
I think he dropped Vidic.
Vidic dropped because they're more similar, innit?
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Sure.
The goal scoring of him just trumps Vidic, I think.
Just everything.
It's important goals.
He just scored goals though.
Nah, stop it. I know he's your mate, but it's
goals.
different, man. He scores the big goals. He scores goals like strikers, bruv. It's different. Shaw or Robertson? More
Well,
complete
you just
fullback.
said that like a scouser. Sure, Robertson.
That's been Steve's fault.
Go on, say it.
Shaw or Robertson?
I'm going Shaw. But if you'd have asked me a year ago and beyond that, I'd have said Robertson for the last 3 or 4 years. But this season, I'd play Shaw before Robertson.
Robertson's been more consistent.
Yeah, over time.
Yeah. But I think the height that Shaw can get to might edge him out. If he can stay consistently at that height, it shouldn't be a contest. Only one of them's been relegated as well.
Robertson's only not spoken about crazy because, one, he's playing with Trent and they've had to share it, the spotlight, over the last few years in terms of assists. And you've got like some like Alphonso Davies was getting a load of like praise around that time as well.
I also think it's the national team as well because, like people internationally don't get to see the brilliance of Robertson, man. I mean, because most
But
of
that
the time
doesn't
he's
take
not
away
playing.
from someone like Zlatan, though, does it?
Or Salah.
Yeah, but they're attackers. You said it yourself. Those defenders don't really get that praise. If you played for a lesser nation.
Imagine if I played up front, man. I'd have been like big.
Yeah.
Or you might have been Crouch. Van der Sar or Schmeichel?
Van der Sar.
You go Schmeichel, innit?
No, I go Van der Sar.
Really?
Because, yeah, I think Van der Sar brought... If we could have a 29-year-old Van der Sar right now, it'd be perfect for us because he had the ball-playing ability, which I don't know if people really recognised at the time how good he was with his feet. He might have been one of the first real ball-playing goalkeepers in the Prem, which is a big Dutch trait. Anyway, the Dutch have always sort of had like ball-playing goalkeepers. I think his technical goalkeeping was better. Schmeichel benefits from some of the sort of things that Gerard and that get. Yeah, like it's very match of the day. So people who are only watching highlights are going to big him up because
Match
they
of
see
the day.
spectacular type stuff.
What about match of the day?
Don't worry about that. We'll talk about it on 5-5. Right. So they see the spectacular type of stuff, but the consistency level of Van der Sar for me just edges him. I mean, Schmeichel's there, but
Schmeichel had bigger moments, but Van der Sar was so calm. And goalkeepers for me were about making the back four feel calm. Don't bring hysteria there. And he was every bit that.
I like when you speak about when he told you to shift to the left a little bit, to the right. He was like your eyes, basically.
He's a detail guy as well. Really calm.
When are we getting him on?
When he comes to England, we'll get him on.
All right.
Osimhen or Rashford, current form?
Again, splitting hairs again. There ain't much in it.
Yeah.
I think, it's hard.
Osimhen, 1.14 goals and assists per game per night.
Assists?
1.14 goals and assists per night this year.
What's Rashford?
I'm not sure. Not quite a goal a game, I don't think, though.
Osimhen
Rashford's forms post-World Cup. Osimhen's had a bit more...
Over the season, you have to say Osimhen, probably.
Robbie Keane versus Jermaine Defoe.
Well, that's a good one, I reckon. I reckon that's a good one. That's tough.
Very different players.
Yeah.
Two-part question. Footballer, go.
Robbie Keane.
On the piss.
Robbie Keane.
It's mad.
But in terms of a chance, goal scoring, you don't want to give him a chance, and you was like, I can't let him get in the box.
Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe.
Do you reckon?
What? Jermaine Defoe
More
in the
than
box.
Robbie Keane?
Mate, Jermaine Defoe in the box, shift, bang. No backlift. Small, dynamic, strong as he could. He used to stand there, hold people off like that. Get the ball to him in the box. He was a problem for most defenders.
Thoughts on Sven taking Theo Walcott over into the 2006
disgraceful.
Yeah, we all know that was rubbish.
Yeah, crazy.
But bringing it back, Robbie Keane, Jermaine Defoe, that's a tight one.
Robbie Keane was a footballer, all-round footballer, link-up play, could run in behind. He weren't even really that quick, but he could get in behind. Intelligence, great finisher, both feet.
I don't know,
Tony Adams versus Jaap Stam.
Jaap Stam.
That's not even a debate, really, is it?
No, do you know what, though? I think a lot of people, probably a lot of our audience, didn't really see too much of Tony Adams, but I'm assuming you saw quite a fair bit of him because he was elite. He was truly, truly good.
Big player, massive player, leader in the dressing room, leader of men, big personality, character, better footballer than given credit for. Got definitely better under Arsene Wenger as well in terms of ball playing. He's the only anything that lacked in his game was pace. He was JT maybe similar, but JT is a better passer than him, much better passer with both feet. But pace was probably the only thing you would say JT was not in his game. Same with Tony Adams. I just think that Stam all round's a better player.
Fair enough. Well, that's it. That's this week's episode of This or That. Make sure you like
this. Can I come back?
Yeah. Of course, you can come back in a couple of weeks though.
So
got to give it some space.
Yeah, okay.
Give it some space. Yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your opinions and give us some questions as well. Joel Beya, Stephen Howson, Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, Joel, actually give us some questions because they was garbage.
Peace.